Joe from Encore Chat. Thanks for checking out the episodes. I'd like to thank all of the artists who've come and done their thing. They've been so gracious and so willing to share their time and talent. So I've really enjoyed working with everybody that has been on the show so far. This next episode, Alan Bowers is a drummer, great drummer. He's a studio guy and a live guy. But I had the fortune of working with him up at Ponderosa Studios. It's one of the places that he does his thing at. And Tom and Eric were just so welcoming and kind and friendly and knew spot on what they needed to do. So you'll hear it in Alan's tracks. I think they got great drum sounds. They got them up quickly and easily. Beautiful facility. So please, if you're thinking about, you need to do a recording thing, think about Ponderosa Studios. Their information will be in the link below Alan's video. And once again, I can't thank those guys enough because they were awesome. And I can't thank everybody who's been a part of Encore Chat and who will be a part of Encore Chat enough. I noticed that I have a great big musical family that are also very talented. And so I hope to make that grow. And maybe we make something out of it. Encore Chat, the Lollapalooza, or Encore Palooza. Maybe that will happen someday. Hope it does. And until then, everybody enjoy your day and the great summer weather we're having. Be well.
Hey guys, welcome back to Encore Chat, and I'm here with Alan, who is a session player drummer. He also plays with a band called Parrot Beach. He plays all over. He travels the U.S. and also down in the islands, and he has fun and loves what he's doing. And I'm glad he's here to take a little bit of time to educate everybody on what we need to do, and hopefully moving forward in this music business we call the industry. And Al, I just have a quick question to ask you, my friend, is how long have you been playing drums?
Since I was 10.
Okay.
So 4th grade. So that's a long time.
Oh, that's
almost 30 years.
That's almost your whole life, right?
30 years this fall, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And let me ask you, have you studied it all along the way?
Yes.
You have?
I started playing this school.
Okay.
Our music started in 4th grade, so I guess I was 10 then. Started doing the school band. But yes, I worked with a lot of different guys on drums, studying, so which is good. Over the years, I still do when I can. But yeah, so it's important to study.
Yeah, to keep it.
You can learn a lot more when somebody's showing you something rather than just trying to figure it out yourself.
So. Yeah. Now, would you stress that to kids that are coming in today that are just learning or if they're trying to
absolutely.
show an interest? How important is the studying, and how much did it, in your opinion, did it catapult you as far as your playing ability and stuff like that, would you say?
I think it's very important.
Okay.
Especially from the start. And also you have to learn. You have to keep learning. What I always found was great when you worked with somebody, when somebody was teaching you something as opposed to figuring it out yourself, is not just that you're learning something from somebody who's already doing something, but I always was amazed with what I got out of it after. Like, okay, Joe Schmo just showed me how to do this that I asked him to do, but how many days and weeks and sometimes months after you can still expand on that.
Right. Okay.
And so that was always a good thing to study. Yeah.
All right.
From
So
the
that
beginning up to now, and then some.
touch on what you have seen playing, like, how we went with tape.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
you're
what
talking
was
the
the
studio
pecking
side
order?
of it.
Yes, let's do the studio side of it. What
Studio
was the
side
pecking order
in-
that you've seen when you were
Okay.
through your lifetime so far? How quick technology changes.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, even just in the drum side, of course, of the studio experience, the drums are changing. The drum sounds are changing. But I think you're saying the actual workings of the studio.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when I started doing this, I went into a studio when I was 16 years old.
Okay.
And that was back 90, I guess it was. And we're still doing tape then, obviously. And that was, I think, a 1-inch tape back then. And then when I got into the studio thing, not even having my own studio yet, but even in the last, 10 or 15 years, we've gone through the changes that we spoke about earlier, from tape to ADATs to hard drive, and now to just, it's just computers.
Software, yeah.
It's just Macs, it's Pro Tools.
Yeah.
So a lot of changes even in the time that I've been doing it.
Yeah.
So, and it's always neat, being a studio guy and a drummer, working both sides of the glass, constantly seeing the changes on both sides and that affect both sides of it, the drum sounds. But thankfully, it's all still playing.
Yeah,
you got to learn the song. But even that, to go on that route a little bit, even that, the way the studio and the drumming thing has changed, we don't all play in the same room anymore. Sometimes when it comes to recording a record, it used to be you at least had the guts
live.
of the band.
Yeah, the live.
drums, a bass player.
Yep.
Now it's crazy. Sometimes at my studio, the only guy in the studio is me. I'm the engineer and the drummer, and never met the bass player.
Yeah,
A lot of things I've played on a lot of songs and records with artists I've never met
Wow.
because of the internet.
Yeah. Yep.
It's changed so much.
Yeah,
But
well, that brings me to my next question, which I'm glad we're talking about. Going into the internet, and it's helped. Some people say it's helped. Some people say, well, it's kind of hurt the business. With your advice in today, what would you say to kids? Like, there are kids out there that like the world we live in again. And I said this before, but we live into that quick result world
yeah.
we in
It
now.
has
You
to
know
be
what I
now.
mean?
Has to
Yeah,
be
it has to be
yesterday.
now.
Yeah.
Nobody works for it. Or nobody wants. I'm hoping that they're going to. A lot of them don't want to work for it anymore, like we used to do. How you look at all the time you spent practicing,
Yeah,
getting your
rewinding the
chops.
tape.
Yeah, doing that.
tape.
Yeah. What's he playing? Yeah, the cassette. So,
Yeah.
But what advice can you have for the kids? I mean, if you were to say to a kid today, and what's your view? Actually, let's start with what's your view on the internet, like in the way.
Good, bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely changed it.
Okay.
Like I just said about the studio thing, how we record things. I mean,
Right.
I did a couple songs for a record about a month ago. Literally, the tracks were being done 5,000 miles away. Okay.
Yep.
And they got piped to me over the internet with a click track, and I made my notes, literally drummed the songs, started to pipe up the WAV files to the internet, and I'm on the phone with the people who were doing the songs all those miles away, and as I'm talking to the producer about it, the files are coming in, and I'm hearing my drums getting dropped into the session as I'm talking to the guy
Wow.
from halfway across the globe. And so it's definitely changed it. But in that sense, I can do things, we can all do things that we couldn't do back in the day. But is it good or bad? I think it's good.
Okay.
If it's bad, there's nothing we can really do about that.
No,
But
it is what it
it's
is.
definitely changed my job, changed a lot of our jobs, changed music. But then the second part of what you said about with the kids and stuff,
Yeah.
I definitely think it's good.
Okay.
Because as much as kids want everything and they want it now, they want to hear a song on the radio and they want to be able to play it like an hour ago.
Right.
Which, talking about all the things we're talking about, you have to learn how to play. You have to learn how to read. You have to learn the notes. You have to have the letters and numbers to make the words, if you will. So you have to have the skills and the scales and everything. But on the plus side of it, not just, this is how it is. The plus side of it, kids can hear a song on the radio or hear a song that was written, and who knows, has been gone before they were even born, you know, and they can go on the internet and find out how to play it.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know a
Why
certain
they're
scale.
doing it. Yeah, that's the
Oh
theory.
yeah,
end
why
of
they're
it.
doing it, but who
Yeah.
cares? As long as they're
Yeah.
learning.
Right.
But they don't maybe they don't even know the scale that they should know, or they maybe should get and learn some other things, some other scales. But they can sit there and
Play it.
you know, even slow it down, and even, you know, we couldn't do that.
No.
You know, back when I learned songs from tape, you know, little tape, once again,
Just
cassette.
stretch it out. Yep. Rewind.
You know,
stretch
if
it,
the song was this fast, guess what? That's how you had to play it.
Yep,
You know.
yep.
But no, I think it's good. Kids can
Okay.
kids can learn anything. But once again, on that same coin, you got to study with somebody though. To have a teacher,
yeah.
to have someone physically showing you something,
Right.
even if it's for an hour a week, you know, it's going to
It's
keep you
something
doing
for
it.
you.
It's going to keep you doing it. It kept me doing it. I mean, when I started, my parents were into it. I didn't come from anybody who played in my family. I don't know where it came from. I just wanted
you
to play
just
drums
wanted to
one
do
day.
it. Yeah.
And my parents were cool with it. They're like, okay, you know, you buy the drums and we'll pay for the lessons.
And you do it.
And that's I'm paying for my own lessons now. though.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get a lot more expensive. But yeah, so it's all part of it. It's all related. But yeah, the internet definitely changed things. And
So then, to sum this up, Al, if you were 10 years old today, with the internet in front of you, okay, and what you want to do, I want you to. What would you do? Like,
what would I do?
Yeah, you're 10. You're 10 right now. So tell me.
what could I do
Yeah.
now?
How would I? And I want to
that
play
I couldn't
drums.
do
You've never
then?
played before.
Oh,
so
I thought,
that's
you
what I'm
were
saying.
asking me like the difference between now and
No,
then.
no, no,
Okay.
nope. I'm saying like, so you're a kid now, and you got the internet at your fingertips. You have everything. You know, you got
Yeah.
everything here, and you want to play drums.
You could just type it in. How do I play drums?
Yeah.
You know, and there'd be pages and pages of things. But yeah, I
Take
mean,
that lessons. You do the.
yeah. I mean, but I would definitely try to do it the same way. But it would be amazing. I think about it would be amazing what I could do with the internet and stuff. We didn't have that, obviously, when I was
Yeah.
a kid, not even close.
Nope.
I remember having to get my hands on tapes. They had the drum tapes of all these big drum guys. Yes, tapes, once again.
Yeah. Yeah.
VCR tapes, VHS tapes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That was a big thing, and I remember we could rent those back in the day, and all these drummers and this and that. And I remember that was about as close as I would get to being shown
YouTube,
something
yeah.
outside of private lessons. So yeah, YouTube, forget it.
Yeah, it's all over.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I would just sit and I guess basically try to copy
do
what I
your
saw.
lessons and do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
I
do
mean,
your thing.
Yeah, it would be different, but I would hope I would have still done it. I like my job.
Yeah, you kidding me, dude? You get to travel, you're all over. It's the best thing you can ask for.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
like
kidding?
it. Yeah.
You kidding me? That's a gift.
I'm getting better at it, I think, too.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, after 30 years, I'm almost content with it.
See, but you're never satisfied, are you?
no,
And that's the
no.
beauty.
Yes.
When you think you know it all, that's when you have a problem. Alan, thanks so much for coming, man. I
Thanks
really
for having
appreciate it. Remember, guys, check Al out. He's with Parrot Beach. He does studio work. Go on YouTube. You'll see him. He's out there all over the place. All right, guys. And if you're at some resort area and you see Parrot Beach, go and say hi to him. He's a really good guy. Thanks, guys, and more videos to come. Again, thank you from Encore Chat. Really put an effort in to learn an instrument. It's so important. Thanks again for lending an ear. Thanks for stopping in to Encore Chat. I'm Pete Schmeeds that owns a small little store called Schmeeds Music, 831 Route 10 East in the Pine Plaza Shopping Center in Whippany, New Jersey. Thanks, guys, and stay in touch to see more videos to come.